This is Mom Maintenance, episode 15. I thought the problem was me. You're not a bad mom, your brain just needs maintenance. This is Mom Maintenance, a short pep talk for moms who are trying their best and still feel overwhelmed. Today's episode is a little different. I want to tell you my story. I'm going to be a little vulnerable here because truly this work changed my life. I'm not being dramatic. This is the entire reason that I became a coach. Little Anna always wanted to be a mom. Even when I was tiny, I loved the idea of nurturing people and helping little humans grow up into good adults. I looked forward to motherhood with my whole heart. And then I became a mom, and I loved my babies, but I was completely unprepared for how hard it would be. Not just physically. Yes, we all know the newborn stage is exhausting. Yes, laundry and housework and lack of sleep are hard. But the hardest part wasn't any of that. The hardest part for me was the crushing, constant pressure I felt to be a, quote, good mom. I had spent my whole life building this invisible manual in my head for what a good mom should be. A good mom gets up early and makes nutritious meals. A good mom is patient. A good mom plans fun activities. A good mom is constantly teaching her children things. A good mom doesn't waste time. A good mom doesn't sit around watching TV. A really good mom would probably homeschool because she'd want full influence over her children's education. These thoughts were running through my head constantly as a young mother. And then as my kids got older, the pressure grew. I should be helping more with homework. I should know exactly what's happening socially at school. Are my kids exercising enough? Eating nutritional food? Are they struggling emotionally? Am I missing something? Am I failing them? Somewhere along the way, I started believing that my worth as a mother was tied to my children's behavior and how perfectly I handled everything. I felt anxious almost all of the time. I worried constantly about whether my kids would grow up okay, whether I was somehow ruining them, whether someday they'd sit in a therapist's office talking about everything their mom had done to destroy their life. And then life got fuller. My husband and I opened crumble stores, and suddenly I wasn't just a mom anymore. I was an employer, a business owner, a manager, a boss, a partner. Feelings of imposter syndrome, inadequacy, and overwhelm grew exponentially. And then my kids moved into the teenage years, and it felt like there were 1,000 things demanding my attention all at once. At home, at work, at church. I don't know that I was clinically depressed, but I was overwhelmed, deeply overwhelmed, and I felt like a failure at everything. But over the years, I had discovered coaching, and through mentors and coaches and a lot of studying this work, I slowly started realizing something that was life-changing. The problem wasn't actually my life. The problem was the way I was thinking about my life. Thoughts like, I should be doing more. I'm not organized enough. I'm not fun enough. There's too much to do. I don't have enough time. I'm failing. Those thoughts were creating so much of my overwhelm. Not because my life was easy. It wasn't. It's because my brain was layering constant pressure, fear, guilt, and a lot of judgment on top of an already full life. But once I started becoming aware of my thoughts, everything started changing for me. Not overnight, not perfectly, but steadily. I started realizing that just because my brain offered me a thought, that didn't mean that I had to believe it. So this changed motherhood for me. It changed my relationship with my children. It changed my marriage, my work, my relationship with my body. It changed my friendships, and it changed my relationship with myself. It changed how I saw my worth. For almost 10 years now, I've been studying and practicing this thought work, and I love it so much. because it helped me finally experience more peace and joy in my daily life, not some imaginary future version where I finally get it together. That's why I became a coach. Not because I think moms need to become different people, but because I want moms and women to stop suffering under the constant belief that they're not enough. I want moms to understand their brains, to recognize the thoughts creating so much pain for them, to learn how to process emotions instead of drowning in them, to stop living under constant guilt and pressure. Because motherhood is already hard enough. You don't need your own brain attacking you all day, every day. So that's why I created the Mom Maintenance Podcast, and I've also created my Mom Maintenance Coaching Program. It's an 8-week one-on-one coaching program where I help overwhelmed moms learn practical tools they can use in real daily life. Not just theory, it's actual tools for calming your mind, understanding your emotions, recognizing unhelpful thought patterns, getting unstuck, and learning how to enjoy your life again. Because you are not broken, your brain just learned patterns that aren't serving you anymore. And those patterns can change. Right now, I'm offering 50% off for my first 10 clients as I launch the program. So if this episode resonated with you, if you saw yourself in this story, I would genuinely love to talk with you. You can go to annastice.com and book a free consultation call, and we can talk about what's going on for you and whether coaching would be a good fit. Thank you for being here. Thank you for listening. This is Mom Maintenance. I will talk to you next time.